Hi everyone, Luke here from LSW Audio. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today's going to be a cool video because obviously your eyes do not deceive you. There is 4 Wharfedales in the lounge. Yes, I bought another two. And yes, more bass, more loudness, more sound pressure. Really is amazing. I really quite like them very much. So anyway, I'm going to be talking about why I bought another two. I'm going to be talking about why did I buy the EVO x215s? Why didn't I buy the Delta x215, which is Wharfedale's more higher up series in Wharfedale? And just living with the speaker, and why I think maybe for certain people, not everyone, because we all have our different tastes, why certain people actually might like this. Why would you go for maybe like a dual 15? Why would it be perfect for using it, especially for maybe if you're doing clubs and DJing and discos and stuff like that? Why I think it would be really perfect. So before I get on to that video, I just want to say to my subscribers that have reached out to me asking me to do specific videos regarding the Ultima 50 by Hybrid Plus, the PowerWorks Artemis 18S subwoofer versus the Audio Center MA118 sub. I was at my suppliers the other day and they did not have those ones on demo. Normally they do, but there was some problems I think with their power there, powering up all the equipment, so they were busy with that and they didn't have those ones on demo. I heard that they sold some of them. So next time when I'm at my suppliers, I will try and see if those speakers are available and I can do a video on them, and then obviously it will be on the channel when I get to it. But cool, thanks guys for reaching out. I really do appreciate it. I'll make it happen as soon as possible. Right, on to the video. So now before I start talking about the speakers, Wharfedale has announced that they have changed their paint, not just for the EVOs, but for the Deltas, for the Impacts, not the EVPs, because the EVPs are carpet, there's no paint involved. But anyway, I want you to see the difference, and I'm going to explain what the difference is. So if you want to shine here closer to the speaker, please. So first of all, maybe you might not see it on camera, but there is a big difference. So this is the first ones I bought, if you've been with the channel. So basically they're very rough, they feel like proper sandpaper. But what Wharfedale had a bit of a problem with their paint. That's only one drawback of a Wharfedale. Everything else, in my opinion, is absolutely amazing. Just on the joints where the paint joins, when they're painting the box, tends to crack. I've had it on every single Wharfedale product. It all cracks. My other one like this from the same batch, he's cracked on the side here, which it freaks me out. You can't really notice it, but it freaks me out. Okay, but they fixed that now. So yes, this is Rhino Rock, but it's extremely smooth compared to the old one, which was rough. So it's smooth, and he's got a high gloss on him. He doesn't shine too much, so don't be worried thinking, oh, high gloss, it's going to be all shiny. I don't want a shiny speaker. Don't worry. The shine you see on the phone is how he's going to shine in person, and he's quite smooth, and it fixes that problem of the paint cracking. So I'm quite chuffed about that. Pretty happy that they have fixed it. It's always nice to know that a company does try and fix small little flaws with the speakers. So anyway, so why I didn't buy a Delta x215? Yes, a Delta x215 is a little bit more expensive, but I don't mind waiting another month or two and saving up to get them. But because I use my equipment for home use, I like a full range speaker giving me that low thump of a subwoofer. So 20 kilohertz down to 35 hertz, which is pretty low. Minus 10 dB, okay? Minus 10 dB. Above that, all the way up until 0, he stays at 40, which is still solid kick, solid. But he's got a dedicated subwoofer in the bottom, right? I would say the bottom driver is probably cut off between 150 and 120 hertz. So he doesn't give any real mids. You don't, if you put your ear by the speaker while the song is playing, not a high RPM, because obviously you might be deaf, but if you put your ear, you can hear there's no mids. First of all, you don't hear the sub working at all until the bass kicks in, and the bass must be aggressive and it must be really low in order for you to see the woofer move and in order to actually hear it. So it's actually quite cool. And then he actually still gives quite a bit of lows. I would say he maybe does between 60 to 50 hertz, bottom driver, which is quite cool. So he gives you your real tap when the song is kicking, and he gives you that actual thumb. Now, I used to have the EVO X18Bs, which is in the same series and is related to the dual 15s. the 18-inch versions. Before I bought these guys, I had these two. Now, the EVO X18Bs were really nice subs. If you're looking for them, I would say go for them. But when I play my music in a week, on a weekend, I want to turn them up a bit, not loud, at low RPMs. The dual 15s overpower them, but not in a bad way. But the 18 subs, even with a dedicated amp, even with a slightly stronger amp like the 3600 on them, as soon as you go over the threshold of 9 o'clock and the song starts building and you start giving it, the bass and the thump of these speakers is so much more. It's like really hits you in the chest. It doesn't give you a booming sound of what an 18 or certain 18s. The Delta X215B doesn't give you a booming sound because he's a proper beast. And I'm sure many other big brands like RCF and JBL. But the normal singles, they give you a bit more of a booming sound. But the EVO X18B was pretty nice. It still gave you a bit of that warmth, that booming sound, but still gave you a nice impact. But it doesn't compete to these guys. So normally I would have the two 18s behind the couch, and it's really nice acoustics behind the couch, and I would stand a meter away from them. These guys would be more like 6 meters away from me in front. And yet the bass, even in my terrible acoustics, the bass and the kick is so much more than what the two 18s give me. So I was quite taken back seeing that this is actually very potent for a dual 15. Because normally with dual 15s you still put subs in. I'm not saying don't. I still want to get a different brand of dual 18s, or maybe even dual 21s to the lounge one day to go with these big boys. But I'm just saying, it is just really nice. You got such a solid kick. Now you might be thinking, why am I just talking about the kick? Does it have no mids and tops? No, it does. The mids are beautiful, it's clean, and the speakers shoot extremely far. They're very long throw, I found. If I stand way back in the garden, I can actually hear them, even with the sliding doors and everything closed. But anyway guys, thanks for the video. This is just a small one. I'm going to be releasing some videos soon. There's some cool stuff coming up. But cool guys, thanks everyone. This is W Audio out.